Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 20 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the New York Jets, but without Jamal Adams, as he did just get traded to the Seattle Seahawks, and I did just make a video on that. It was my previous video, so if y'all want to go check that out, just click on my channel and scroll through my videos, because I'm not going to put in the link in the description, because I'm lazy. Who knows? I might, so you might as well just check that description out. Also, this will include all the draft picks, all the trades, including our new strong safety for the Jets. So apart from that, let's look into the team. And here we are with our leader, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, I actually do plan to use him. I don't plan to draft another QB. In the NFL right now, I'm a little bit questionable about Sam Darnold. But other than that, he is star development, 74 overall, pretty young, so yes, we will keep him. Hopefully we can get his development up. Le'Veon Bell is superstar development also, so that's pretty great. And Mekhi Becton is here, and I need to update his development to a star development because that's what he deserves. And these rookie rosters don't really have the correct development, so I need to make them myself. Sometimes like Chase Young will be like a normal development when he should be like a superstar or a star at least. But we have our new strong safety here instead of Jamal Adams. And if you guys are wondering who won that trade, in my opinion, the Jets definitely won the trade over Jamal Adams and the Seahawks. Side linebacker and a 5th round pick for a first, and a 6th from the Chiefs. And next we are trading our defensive tackle and our right end Anderson for a 1st, a 4, and a 6 from the Green Bay Packers. And next we are trading our wide receiver Jamison Crowder and Brian Winters for a 1st and a 1st from the New Orleans Saints. And next we have our center, our wide receiver Brashad Perryman, and a 6 for a 2nd and a 3rd from the Seattle Seahawks. Now we're trading Alex Lewis, our right tackle, and our left guard for a 1st round pick from the Cincinnati Bengals. And now we're trading our tight end and a 4th round pick for the Patriots 1st round pick, projected number 32, but either way it's still a 1st round pick. Now looking back into the team, this is what the team looks like after the trades, as the O-line did progressively get worse as I kept trading away players because they were being paid way too much for their low overall. But overall the defense didn't change way too much. But I like the position that we're at, and I like the trades we made. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the midseason mark. And here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Jacksonville Jaguars, as we are 3-4, as the Dolphins are 0-7 apparently. And we are 3rd in the division behind the Buffalo Bills and above the 0-7 Dolphins. We have players to resign such as Avery Williamson, and that is way too much money, way too much. Not interested at all. Pierre Desir, a little too old. I know that's insane, calling a 28-year-old old whenever he's not. But in Madden, they start regressing at the age of 28. Brian Poole is here. I think I'll be willing to give him that contract, and he does resign, so we're keeping Brian Poole. Marcus May is here. He's relatively cheap, so I'll probably resign him. He doesn't want it, though. Maybe I'll resign him at the end of the year. I don't know how I feel about him, because I want free safety for the rest of this rebuild, and that's going to require 4 years, and he is 26. I know that's insane to be like, oh, he's 26. Like, yeah, it's that, but either way, I'm still on the fence about him. But Tim Jerrigan is here. We might re-sign him at the end of the year, but apart from that, it is time to get to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, not making the playoffs, coming off of a win to the divisional rival, the Buffalo Bills, and we are 3rd in the division, finishing at 8-8. And looking into it, Sam Darnold actually had a lot better season than I thought. Sam Darnold actually did pretty good for his overall and development. Defense was 17th. Sam Darnold, 36 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Is a little bit too much than I like, but either way, still a good season. Le'Veon Bell with probably the best halfback in the league. That was very, very good stats. Quincy Anunya, pretty good. Defensive-wise, C.J. Mosley with most tackles for a loss. 15 for Quinnen Williams. Sacks, 5 for Jordan Jenkins. Interceptions, 3 for Bradley McDougald. I feel like an idiot for saying his name. 1 safety for Avery Williamson and 0 defensive touchdowns. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Patriots win the Super Bowl to the Dallas Cowboys, so it looks like we're going to get the last pick in the draft, considering we did take the Patriots' first-round pick. But either way, Bradley McDougald is here, and I don't want to re-sign him. I know it's only been 1 year, but really he regressed that hard, went from like a 78 to a 75. But Marcus May is here, and I don't want to re-sign him. And Jordan Jenkins is here, and since he has a development upgrade, actually, I will re-sign him now. Before, he was a normal development, so that's one development upgrade we see. But everyone else here, I don't really have an interest for, including Joe Flacco. But Tim Jerrigan is actually here, so I will actually offer him that deal. It's pretty cheap. Overall, not a bad player. 2 years or 2 years works. And he wants to test out free agency. That's fine with me. I'm not going to tag him. But overall, we're going to look into the team to see how we're doing. And I think overall we're okay. And Sam Darnold has superstar development. That's what I like to see. With leapfrog and spin cycle, yuck, that's not good for a quarterback at all. But Le'Veon Bell is here with superstar X Factor now with first one's free, spin cycle, and armbar. I personally don't like first one's free. I think it's probably one of the worst abilities in my opinion, but not everyone can agree. Quinnen Williams is superstar development like he was at the beginning of the year, and he got unfakeable as his superstar trait, which I don't like for a defensive tackle. But either way, it is time to get into free agency. And here we are after free agency, as we didn't really do much on offense, as you can see. But we did get Marlon Mack as a backup halfback and a fullback. But we did get Jenkins. I feel like an idiot. The Saints defensive tackle. Why can't I put a name on it? You know who I'm talking about. But either way, it's time to get into the draft. And here we are in the draft as we're picking up a left tackle, Jared Hansen, 77 overall, star development. Next, we are picking up a left guard, Marin Archer, 77 overall, hidden development. Next, we're picking up an outside linebacker, Manny Whitefield, 73 overall, hidden development. I'm going to move Leonard Floyd down to end. Next, we're picking up Daniel Ashmore, 71 overall, hidden development, strong safety to replace Bradley McDougald and Jamal Adams. And here we are after the draft, as the O-line has improved tremendously, but receivers still are screaming for help. But defensively, I did move Leonard Floyd down to left end, and I did put our left outside linebacker there, a rookie, and we have a new strong safety here. Hopefully he is better than Star, because that would be very, very much appreciated. But apart from that, guys, I would say it's time to get into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a bye week, and we have apparently 2 superstars on our team, and that would be Jared Hansen, the left tackle with Secure Protector, which is an amazing ability. And who else do we have? Is this our left guard as well? Yes, it is. Marin Archer with Zone blocker. That's amazing that we have 2 superstar linemen to help out Darnold, and we have that X Factor halfback. All we need is receivers for him. But we are 4-3 at the midseason mark, and we are at the top of the division above the New England Patriots, and we have some players to re-sign as well, such as Christopher Herndon the 4th, 77 overall, normal development. Not the best tight end, but it's what we have, so I will re-sign him. It's pretty cheap, so I'm not too bothered by it. But everyone else here I don't have an interest in. And apart from that, guys, I would say it's time to get into the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs, coming off a win to the Kansas City Chiefs, as we finished 9-7, and we are in the wild card to play our division rival New England Patriots, who take the division at 10-6. Though Sam Darnold did not have a better season than last year, but he still had a good season. 26th best defense is not what I like to see. But Sam Darnold, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So actually, that's the same amount of touchdowns as last season, but less interceptions. So might have had a better season. Le'Veon Bell looks like an absolute monster. Denzel Mims was 1 yard off from a 1,000-yard season. So that's pretty interesting. But 10 touchdowns for Braxton Burrows. I don't even know who that is, but Brian Poole has the most tackles. It's not a good sign whenever your defensive back has the most tackles. Tackles for a loss, 14 for Sheldon Rankins. Sacks, 6.5 for Leonard Floyd. Interceptions, 2 for Quincy Baldwin. And safeties is 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So apart from that, guys, I would say we're going to actually simulate this first wild card round, since it's only the second year, because, you know, why not? why not just do that? And we are here to play the Kansas City Chiefs, who we did actually end up beating in our Week 17 round. So that'd be interesting to see if we could beat them once again in the divisional round. But I'm actually going to simulate this. I'm not going to hop into it. If we make the AFC Championship, then I probably will hop into it. I doubt we will, though. 9-7, New York Jets versus 12-4, Kansas City Chiefs. And we do beat them. Here to play the 10-6 Cleveland Browns, a.k.a. the Madden simulation gods. So this will be a very, very hard matchup. Probably harder than the chop in here, like I said I was going to. And we're going to go out in some different uniforms. Where is the not away option? Where's our color rush? Current alternate. Yep, that's the one. And all black. There we go. And here we are in the third quarter, 9-10, 17-10 now as we are up against the Browns on the road. 24-10 as we start pulling away, 24-17 as they start to come back in the fourth quarter. 1 minute left, and they are starting to come back. I'm going to have to hop in here. And we're in overtime, and I let up a touchdown. So we lose the AFC Championship 24-30 in overtime, and I will see you guys in the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Browns win the Super Bowl 35-37 against the Philadelphia Eagles, as Daniel Ashmore has a superstar ability, which is tip drill. 80 overall superstar development is our strong safety, so that's pretty great. But apart from that, there's no one here that I want to resign, so we're going to look into the team to see what we have, as our O-line is most definitely stacked. And I don't know why Mekhi Becton is starting at left tackle. That interests me just a little bit, because I'm pretty sure I moved him to right tackle. But let's generate best lineup, and there it is. That's how it is. And everything else looks pretty good to me. We still do need receivers. I will focus that in the draft and free agency. Our strong safety is superstar development, so that's perfect. That's what I wanted out of all the rookies. But our left outside linebacker is only star. But it's time to get into this from free agency. Here we are after free agency, as Sam Darnold is actually an 89 overall now. But we have Allen Robinson, 90 overall, superstar X Factor without corner elite and red zone threat, which is pretty big. And I got him on a actually pretty cheap deal. And we got Dante Pettis here, and then Dante Washington. I feel like an idiot for saying his name. I don't know why I'm breaking names, but Washington, the Steelers receiver. I feel really stupid right now. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the draft. And here we are in the draft as we pick up a tight end, 75 overall, hidden development. Neil Patterson is the pick. Next, our pick is Kevin Novak, 76 overall, center, hidden development. And after the draft, we are entering the third season, and this is what the team looks like. And our center completes the offensive line almost. Our right guard doesn't look too good, but overall the O-line is stacked. Our tight end is going to start over Christopher Herndon. And defensively, we look great. And also in free agency, I did get Dante Jackson at defensive back. And apart from that, everything looks pretty good to me. And I would say it is time to get into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the New England Patriots, as we are on our bye week. And we are 6-2, so that's pretty great. Top of the division, above the New England Patriots. And we have players who resign, such as Ashton Davis, 80 overall, star development, free safety. I will want to keep him around, very cheap, especially for a safety. And he resigns. Denzel Mims is here, and he should not be here. He should be on a longer rookie deal, so I will update that off camera. And Kyle Phillips should be there too. And apart from that, there's no one else here that I want. So I guess it would be time to get into the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs with a first-round bye, as we are coming off a win to the Miami Dolphins. And looking at our record, we are 14-2. We went undefeated from that loss to the Patriots. And Sam Darnold went absolutely off this year. First best defense, fourth best offense. Sam Darnold, 39 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Amazing year for him. Le'Veon Bell with another monster season. Allen Robinson, over 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's probably the best receiver even. And C.J. Mosley with the most tackles for a loss, 13 for Leonard Floyd, and sacks, 11 for Quinnen Williams, interceptions, 4 for Dante Jackson, and safeties, 0, defensive touchdowns, 0. So apart from that, guys, I would say it's time to get into this divisional round of the playoffs as we simulate the wild card round. Who are we going to face in the divisional? And it will be the 9-7 Denver Broncos. So that would be very, very interesting. So looking into it, we will actually simulate this as well. And as we are simulating it, come on, we are going to face the 10-6 Indianapolis Colts in the AFC Championship. So that would be very, very interesting. So actually, I'm going to simulate this too. You know what? Why not? We are 14-2. We should be able to beat the 10-6 Indianapolis Colts. Let's see if we can make it to the Super Bowl. And we do, coming off a win 35-17 against the Indianapolis Colts, as we are here to play the Arizona Cardinals in the Super Bowl. So let me simulate that real quick. And we have some development upgrades to look into as well. So that would be really, really cool to look into. But overall, I'm very, very happy. And after updating everything on the rosters and players and upgrades and everything, this is what the team looks like, as Sam Darnold is now a superstar X Factor. First one's free with Leapfrog Spin Cycle, Clutch, and Agile Extender. 93 overall with Morale, really a 91 overall superstar X Factor quarterback. And looking into our tight end, actually superstar development as well with Zone Blocker, which is pretty interesting. So I guess he's blocking tight end instead of a receiver tight end, more like. Leonard Floyd has superstar development now. That's what I like to see with Secure Tackler. And Dante Jackson also has superstar development now with Tip Drill. So that's pretty great. Quinnen Williams is now a superstar X Factor with Unstoppable Force and Unfakeable. I hate that Unfakeable trait. Unfakeable is terrible on defensive tackles. But apart from that, guys, I would say everything looks pretty good to me, and it's time to hop into the Super Bowl matchup against the Arizona Cardinals. So let's hop into it. And here we are in the second quarter. It is 14-7 in the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals. Now 10-14 against the Arizona Cardinals, and 17-14 as we are entering the third quarter. And now we're about to even get into the fourth quarter. Driving down the field 24-14 as we are making a comeback against the Cardinals. 31-14 as we start to pull away against the Cardinals. The Cardinals start to come back as it is 21-31. And they drive down the field once again, 28-31, and that will be your final score. And your MVP will be Le'Veon Bell. 2 touchdowns, 76 longest yards is his longest rush, 202 yards and 26 attempts. And apart from that, the New York Jets win the Super Bowl against the Cardinals. And here we are in the offseason as the Jets obviously beat the Cardinals in the Super Bowl 31-28 as Le'Veon Bell was the MVP, of course. And apart from that, it's time to get into free agency. And in free agency, before we actually made it to free agency, I made a trade with the Eagles, second-round pick for their right guard, Brandon Brooks, superstar development. And now I'm trading a 3 and a 5 to the Seattle Seahawks for Cameron Hayward, the defensive end. This is what the team looks like after free agency. And I didn't really do much in free agency other than make some trades, because this is the final season, so we don't really need our draft picks other than just to get better players. So let's get into the draft. And after the draft, we are trading a first-round pick, 5 in the draft, another first-round pick, 32, and a right tackle for Derwin James. And here we are after the draft, and this is what the team looks like. As I simulated the draft, because I gave away all of our draft picks to get players, and I have Derwin James now. It's pretty ironic how we went from giving up a superstar X Factor that was going to be a 99 to getting one. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Cleveland Browns, a.k.a. Madden Sim Gods. And apart from that, looking into it, one of our rookies, left guard has threat detector now. That's pretty cool. 91 overall with morale, but we are 7-0. Really? Okay. We are 7-0 at the midseason mark. That's what I like to see with the team that we have. I'm so glad that we have that. Le'Veon Bell, Sam Darnold, everyone else here, I don't need to resign because it is the final season and I don't need to worry about that. So apart from that, guys, it is time to get to the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs with a first-round bye coming off a win to the Indianapolis Colts. And we are 16-0. You are kidding me. I have never done this before. I have never done this before at all. Going 16-0 with the New York Jets? Really? And Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold had another pretty good year. First best offense and the best defense in the NFL as well. We are the best all around. Yearly awards. I'm just going to look. Le'Veon Bell at number 3, AFC. Le'Veon Bell is the Offensive Player of the Year. Sam Darnold has best QB. Best running back goes to Le'Veon Bell. Best receiver, Allen Robinson is at 9. Best O-line, best D-line, O-line, all 5 of our linemen are in top 5. That's insane. Defensive line, Quentin Williams at 5. Linebacker, CJ Mosley. Defensive back, Marshawn Lattimore is in there at number 2. But apart from that, guys, this team is absolutely amazing. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with these stats as well. And looking into it, Le'Veon Bell with 18 touchdowns and a 5.7 average carry rate and 1,700 yards. Insane season. Very good ball distribution on passing. CJ Mosley again with the most tackles on the year. Tackles for a loss. 19 for Quentin Williams. Sacks. 8.5 for Quentin Williams. And interceptions. 5 for Marshawn Lattimore, which is an insane amount. Safeties is 0 and defensive touchdowns is 0. So apart from that, guys, I would say it is time to simulate to this divisional round. And we've already won the Super Bowl, so, you know, why not just sim to the Super Bowl? Let's see if we can make it at 16-0. And here we are in the Super Bowl, making it at 16-0. I never doubted it, bro. 16-0 against the 9-7 Arizona Cardinals. Once again, we were playing the Arizona Cardinals. Sam Darnold has a superstar ability and human joystick. Really? Okay, that's quite the scrambling quarterback, other than the fact that we don't have escape artists. But apart from that, guys, this team is absolutely insane. I love this team. 16-0. I think this is the first time I've gone 16-0 on camera. But apart from that, guys, we're here to hop in to the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals. So let's just jump into it, shall we? And here we are in the Super Bowl as we are in the third quarter, 14-17. Red zone alert, 17-17 against the Cardinals. Red zone alert once again, 20-17. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And 24-27, now very tight game, 31-27. We're in the red zone and third down alert. And now it is fourth down alert. I'm going to hop in here to make sure we win. And even though I hopped in to make sure we would win, I still come up empty-handed. And the Cardinals beat the 16-0 New York Jets in the Super Bowl. I feel like a Patriots fan whenever the Patriots lost 16-0 to the Giants in the Super Bowl. That's so heartbreaking and disappointing. But notice how all the teams that go 16-0 are all AFC teams. The Dolphins, the Patriots, and now the Jets. All AFC teams. But apart from that, guys, I want to see who the MVP is. And your Super Bowl MVP is Christian Kirk, 7 receptions, 126 yards, 3 touchdowns, and averaging 18 yards per reception. But apart from that, guys, it is time to get back to the team. And here we are with the team, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode, as I know I did, because this was a very, very special moment for me, going 16-0, and you already know I'm going to clickbait the living crap out of this title. 16-0 New York Jets without Jamal Adams. This rebuild. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for supporting my channel. And if you guys do want to, make sure to subscribe. It's free. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. I'm asking this at the end of the video, so that way you guys don't feel annoyed with me constantly asking. But it's free. Subscribing is awesome. And make sure you comment too. But anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.